Okay, so in our lesson today, we are exploring how to describe an actual person based on what we read in our passage. Your question is going to ask you about the main character or the main person that the story is about. So in A Hardworking Cat, we are talking about a kitten that grew into a cat named Tama. Tama is our main character. Okay, this is who the story is all about. And everything in this story is going to be about the main character, similar to what you'll read today in Class Kick in A Sticky Idea, which is the name of your passage. So the question that you're going to see is going to be something like this. Throughout the selection, the author describes Tama as being, and you have to figure out which one of these Tama is in this passage. In yours, I think you're being asked to describe Mr. Dixon. So it'll be something similar, but we're asked to describe the character. We're describing the character in our story. And then we have options to pick from. When I look at these types of questions, I have to say, okay, what does each one of these words mean? And then, how do I know which one it is? So, to me, adventurous means that they like to go on adventures. They probably get into trouble and then figure out how to get out of it. It's an adventure. Brave means that they've done something to rescue somebody else or to face their own fear in order to accomplish something. Friendly means just what it says. You're being friendly to someone. You're showing affection, being kind. And then clever means that you're probably in some kind of trouble or you have to figure some kind of problem out, and you do it in a way that other people might not think about. So I look at my choices and I think about what they mean, and then I can go back to my passage and figure out which one of these I think my character is. So as I'm reading through this passage, it says things like, Tama also enjoyed the attention and affection she received from passengers. Well, if she's enjoying attention and affection, which one of these does it sound like? And then further down in my passage, it says, she continued to greet train riders with a warm nuzzle and a purr. People want to see the sweet cat. Things like this, describing how the cat is acting, help me understand how to describe my character. In your passage today, A Sticky Idea, you'll need to do this same thing. You read the question, figure out what each one of those words means, then go back to the passage and find your evidence. This is how we can figure out how to describe a character in a nonfiction story. So based on what I'm seeing here, she enjoyed attention and affection. That leads me to believe that adventurous probably isn't it. It's not like she's jumping on the train and riding with the passengers. She just likes being at the station. She's not necessarily being brave because she doesn't seem to be afraid of anyone. She's enjoying the passengers. She likes greeting them, and she gives them a nuzzle and a purr. She's not really being clever because she doesn't have a problem that she's trying to get out of or figure out. To me, it seems like she's being friendly. She enjoys affection and attention. She likes to nuzzle and purr. The passengers think that she's a sweet cat. To me, that says friendly. Today, when you work on your own passage and reading, remember that you can look at the words, figure out what each one means, then go back to the passage and say, okay, is my character being this one? Is my character being this one? What's my evidence? Always find the evidence in the passage. Okay, so this one is all about describing your character. The other thing you're going to be asked to do today is figure out sequence of events. Sequence of events is what happens first, next, then last. So, if I was to retell this story, I would need to tell it in order. What happened at the beginning? And as I go through my story, what happens? I go in order, always from beginning to end. Okay? So when I am retelling a story, I always go from beginning, beginning to end. Always, always, always start at the beginning and go to the end. And make sure when you're looking for what's missing from a retelling that you start at the beginning, wherever that question asked you to start, and then what happens next and what happens next. Don't skip around. Make sure you're going from beginning to end. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about today is words in context, or finding the meaning of a word. In your passage, you will have underlined words. Like in this one, in paragraph 7, I have promoted. I'm more than likely going to be asked what the meaning of this word is and how I knew that. So the first thing I need to do is reread the sentence that word is in. Tama was such a good station master that she was promoted. Now, called the super station master, Tama has her own small office. So based on just what I've read, I can figure out what the word promoted means. It means that instead of just being station master, now she's super station master. So promoted means you're going up in status. So instead of being just being station master, she is super station master. Let me show you the question that asks about this as well. Question number 6 in this one says, in paragraph 7, the word promoted means, well, I already know what I think it means, going up in status. So now I need to match it to one of my choices. Is it finished with a task? No. Discussed by others? No, that doesn't mean going up in status. How about required to work more hours? No. Tama's not required to work any hours. She does because she wants to. How about given a better job? That kind of means going up, right? You're getting something better. So in that case, J would be my answer. And I know that because she went from station master to super station master. She got a better job. So when you're looking at words in context, make sure that you're looking for what makes the most sense and that you have evidence to pass it up or to prop it up, okay? All right, enjoy your lessons today. I hope you enjoy A Sticky Idea. I think it's an awesome passage.